So, guys, Dune comes out tomorrow for most people and this weekend, and everybody's going to be wanting to see it and review it. And something came up that's coming up recently a lot, and I want to address this. It's about reviewing blockbusters. It's something that happens within the fandom where we want this certain confirmation bias, meaning that if I'm a big fan of Dune, then I want to go out and I want to watch reviews of people only saying good things about Dune. And if they say one little bad thing about it, it's thumbs down. And it's a problem about reviewing blockbusters in general. But I want to talk about Dune and a little bit about Batman too. Because Batman had a big trailer out this week. And a lot of the comments from reactions that I've seen, like people do the trailer reactions for it and such, is that Batman is going to be the best movie of 2022. And that's the kind of remarks you would see. And it's kind of like, it looks good, guys. I can't say that it doesn't. But if you're proclaiming it to be the best movie of 2022, there's a bias there. And that's the problem with trying to review blockbusters, is that there's a bias and people only want confirmation of that bias, especially in the first week, especially heavily in the first week. That's why I find it hard to watch a lot of the pundits out there who just get so energized and hyped. The reaction of somebody that comes out of it and just loves it just seems to be the thing that sets the tone for everybody. So it's just kind of like everybody has to say that they like it. If they say something bad about it, then you're going against the grain, and people don't like it when you go against the grain. Dune is coming out, and if you say bad things about it, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to get flamed for it. I'll tell you this: Dune is a masterpiece when it comes to the actual cinematography. Stunning visuals, stunning. And I think that's what people want to hear. The story, I'm familiar with the story, with the book, and I'm very familiar with the 80s version. There are things in this where I don't know if the hardcore fans will like it, because they do ignore some very significant things. They do not show certain people that you would expect to see, certain things that you would expect to see in the new Dune. If you address those things, I don't know if people will like it, because there's that confirmation bias. And that's the problem. That's the trouble. That's the real trouble of reviewing blockbusters right now. And I don't know how to address it. I usually address it when I start to read other people's reviews, and I'm like, okay, these people are just jumping on the train. I'll wait a week or so, and then that's when you get the real rich reviews. Because what happens is that if you're hyped for something, you go in, you watch it, and then it's like you're on a high. You're just glowing and buzzing. We've all done it. Watch my reviews for like Star Trek Into Darkness or something. I just came out of that movie and I was so hyped and energized, and then I was like, Whoa, The Force Awakens. That's another good one. When I first saw it, I was like, that's got to be one of the best movies of the year. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on here. That doesn't make sense. And then, so I feel like sometimes it's good for a reviewer to have some time to let it sit and stew for a bit. So when I'm going to do my Dune reviews this weekend, you're going to see me chop it up into little bits. We're going to talk about the 5 factors of my movie making criteria, which is cinematography, the score, the watchability, the acting, the directing, and the story. Okay, well, that's right. That's 5. That's 6. I don't know. But we'll talk about it in chunks. That's the way I'm going to do my Dune review, and then I'll do a spoiler, maybe one, where we'll talk about some of the things that I didn't think worked well in this one. And I think that's the way I'm going to review blockbusters. When I come out of the theater and do those initial reactions, sometimes there's just it's fun to do, but it's just kind of like that doesn't give you enough meat. I still prefer the long-winded reviews that I do, like for my Mortal Kombat review this year. That's the kind of review that I like to do. where I actually talk about facets and stuff like that. And I'm a bit critical. So I do want to be critical about Dune. And I don't want to get flamed for doing it. So the confirmation bias is definitely a problem when it comes to reviewing blockbusters. All right, with that being said, what did you think about this concept of mine? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below, and are you looking forward to seeing Dune? I'd say go check it out. Go check it out, guys. It's worthwhile. Totally worthwhile.